Hey guys, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys, so we know that we're back today to recap the Real Housewives of Orange County with Jason from Down with Jason at 12 p.m. Eastern. But in the meantime, we're hearing some rumblings in the Bravo world from the Real Housewives of Potomac realm that we might be losing a one Miss Candiace Dilliard Bassett. Now, we heard this rumor a couple weeks ago and we briefly addressed it, but now it seems like Candiace Dilliard Bassett is posting some cryptic posts on social media that might be alluding to the very rumor that we addressed previously. Guys, we have all the details and more, and I definitely want to hear your opinions on this. There's a lot of backlash over the idea that Candiace could be gone because people still want Ramona gone. We're going to jump into all of it. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so according to All About the Real Housewives, word on the street is that Candiace Dilliard Bassett may be leaving the Real Housewives of Potomac. On Tuesday, the reality TV star teased her exit from the Bravo's Potomac Real Housewives franchise when she tweeted, "Well, when one door closes, another will open." She also retweeted Bravo insider Dave Quinn's reply to her post, which read, "Life has a plan and we're often the last to know about it, but take solace in knowing that what lies ahead is the path for which you were destined." And she put a little exclamation point over that. But fans believe Candiace's cryptic tweet is connected to her role on the Real Housewives of Potomac. And Dave Quinn's reply only further fueled speculation that Candiace is exiting the Real Housewives of Potomac. And if you guys don't remember Dave Quinn, he was the one who was responsible for that book that gave us a lot of housewife controversy, but not all diamonds and rosé. It was where there were so many accusations and allegations coming out from behind the scenes of the Real Housewives. Some of them we knew, and some of them, like apparently Teresa Giudice allegedly stabbing Danielle Staub in the back with a fork. We didn't know that. So again, the book was a little bit wild, but if you guys haven't gotten it, I guess go read it. Getting back to it, someone said in the tweets, there were fans who said, "Candiace, don't leave us, please." Another person said, "LOL, no, stop this." One person said, "I'm going to try not to assume and get stressed out." And finally, "Girl, you're prepping us for when they make the announcement." Last month, a report from Bravo and Cocktails claimed that Candiace was getting kicked to the curb by the Real Housewives of Potomac producers just ahead of season 7. When they put it out, this is what we talked about previously. This problematic East Coast housewife who has been on the show for a few seasons now is rumored not to be getting her contract renewed for the new season. With filming slated to begin within the next month or so, producers have finally recognized the trouble that she has caused and has gotten herself into, and that has not been a good look for the overall franchise. However, she quickly denied that there were any truth to these rumors that she had been fired from the Real Housewives of Potomac. And she wrote at the time, "Wow, I was trending. You all really want me to be that girl, don't you? That girl as in you, the one that you guys keep trying to make me, the one, the threat. That's not me, girls. Stop. Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen." Okay. We know that the Real Housewives of Potomac season 7 is expected to return in probably late 2022. And that's if they start filming soon. They haven't even picked up the cameras for filming yet. So we might not get Potomac until 2023, depending on how fast they rush this out. But I hope we get Potomac back. And I am curious about this. Like, what are your thoughts when it comes to Candiace potentially being fired from the show? A lot of people like Candiace on the show, and a lot of people think that she is problematic. But I'm going to go in with this point real quick. I think when people talk about Candiace and say that she has a lot going on and sometimes she takes it to a whole new level and she doesn't learn from her actions, I think we need a Candiace on the show. I think she's good to keep the storyline moving. And it's been pointed out to me before, which makes a lot of sense, that Candiace doesn't really do anything over the top or different on the show that would allow her to get fired or, make it acceptable for her to get fired. except for her social media antics. And that's kind of where she gets a little bit messy. But she's not the only housewife in housewife history to get messy on social media. Now, they could also fire her from the show because they just want to switch up casting, which Dorinda Medley didn't do anything to get kicked off the show either. She didn't do anything different. They said that she was mean and nasty to Tinsley, and she had moments, but she didn't do anything different than Bethany Frankel, Luann, Ramona, Sonia. We just saw, an almost physical altercation last season with Sonia. So Dorinda didn't get herself in that situation, but sometimes the suit and ties and the Bravo executives, they want to just move forward and phase somebody out of casting and eventually bring in someone new, test them out. And she could eventually come back. I mean, we've seen housewives come back before in the past. We saw where Sheree Whitfield has now returned 3 times. We've seen it on Dallas. We've seen it on Orange County, Heather Dubrow. We've seen it on Beverly Hills with Camille Grammer, Brandi Glanville, Adrienne Maloof. I mean, we could go down the line. So this might not be the end, but I do want to know if you guys think that this cryptic post, if it is about her and her time on the show coming to an end. Also, I saw where fans were saying, if Candiace is fired, then I'm going to be pissed and not watch the show, especially if Ramona is not fired. I know that everyone is like pushing for Ramona to get fired from the upcoming season of The Real Housewives of New York, but we still haven't had any confirmation as to what the casting even looks like for the upcoming season. And if Bravo is smart, they most likely will take Ramona out of the game because Ramona is very problematic. And the thing is, a lot of people don't understand. It's like, who's running HR? Why is one person more problematic than another person? Or if one person is more problematic than this other person, why is this other person getting fired? For example, fans will not understand why Candiace Dillard Bassett would be getting fired and not Ramona Singer, which makes sense. Honestly, it makes sense. I just don't know what the future holds for Potomac or for Candiace. I don't think the show will be any less good without Candiace. I think that it'll still be a great show. The Potomac women bring it, but I do feel like Candiace is vital to the show. She keeps the storylines moving. She doesn't really come for anybody unless you come for her first. And then she is definitely a wordsmith. And I love her dynamic with her mom on the show as well. So I'm kind of hoping that they keep her around. But if she's not around, I don't think it's going to make or break the franchise. Like for Salt Lake City, the fact that Mary Cosby is no longer on the show and we don't know what the future holds for Jen Shaw, that makes me wonder, how will Salt Lake City go on, after the 3rd season, if in fact Jen Shaw does not return? I love Lisa Barlow, Meredith Marks, Whitney Rose, and Heather Gay, but I just don't know if they're going to have a season worth watching without some of these dynamic personalities. And that's where I kind of wonder for the franchise. But for Ramona leaving New York, I think New York can survive. For Candiace leaving Potomac, I think it would be unfortunate, but I think that they would survive. And again, I don't want to just give you my opinion. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Do you think the cryptic post is her telling us that she is being fired from The Real Housewives of Potomac? Or do you think that this is just a little bit of a reach? Guys, go ahead and comment below. And before you go, I wanted to announce to you guys that we have raised over $350 in 3 days with Cameo and all of your donations. And we've done over 12 videos for Cameo at this point, and we're giving it all back to 100% is going to Be Strong, and 100% of the donations from Be Strong are going to aid Ukraine. So if you guys want to book a Cameo, they're $15. It all goes to a great cause. And also Zach and I announced our merch, our tour merch, which is exclusively up for a limited time, only 2 weeks. So you guys can check that out in my community tab if you want to grab some merch. I love you guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and we will see you so very soon. Bye guys.